Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're swapping the trans, as you can see. Got the subframe out, got the axles out, drains the transmission, everything. Got a bunch of stuff disconnected. Just waiting to pull the trans. All I got to do is get a couple more bolts out and then move a couple things underneath. And then we'll have that one slid out and the new one ready to go. The new one is back there. You can see it right there if you kind of look right there, right in that area. So I got that one back there. That one is out of a 5-speed. So that's out of a 5-speed EP3 with the K20A3 in it. The reason why I opted for that is because I had it laying around and I've searched a couple forums and it says that the longer gears in that are great for boost. Gonna start cracking away at a couple more of these bolts and get this thing dropped out. Really hoping that I can get a lot more done with this car this summer. And then I still need to get injectors. I need to get FIC 2150s, I believe, for this, because the ones I have, they're 1700s, the 13 or 1700s. I'm about maxed out on fuel, you know, almost all the way 100% duty cycle on the injectors. But summer is finally rolling around the corner. We got spring, then we got summer, and I cannot wait to get a lot more done with this car. All right, guys. New trans is in, old one's out. Didn't take too long. There's a couple things holding me up. I have starter bolt needs to go in. My ratchet is broke. The on-off knob is broken on my ratchet, so I can't flip it back and forth. I have to get in there a certain way and kind of hit it with a, you know, screwdriver or something or whatever. But once I get that back off or flipped around, I can get the starter bolt back in. Then I'll have all the bell housing bolts in, and then all that will be left will be subframe, axles, and throw the wheels back on. So we're gonna get that taken care of. We're gonna get everything on, then we'll drop the vehicle to the ground and we'll do the first startup. So I will see you guys when that's finished. And just like that, guys, we have everything back together. Got the wheels on, transmission in, everything's topped off, trans fluid is topped off. Got to put a little more oil in it, then prime it. Then once we do that, hope maybe jump start the battery too, because it might be a little dead. And everything's going. Everything's going good. So gonna do all these last little bits and then I'll see you guys in the car. All right, guys, so I got the VSS hooked up. I tapped into a couple wires to the harness. I got it plugged in. It's working. The speedometer's working right now too, as you can see. So everything's worked. So I'll show you exactly which wires that I tapped into. I did it with a power probe to make my life a little bit easier. And that's pretty much all you need, but it's not looking too hot. I pulled the VSS out. Ooh, it's bad. It's very bad. Gonna wipe it off. Gonna try to pry this part a little more. Work my way down. All right, guys, I can't do this with one hand. I'm gonna have to use two hands. And when I get this off, I'll show you guys the counter and the main shaft and see all the damage on it. All right, so here's the moment of truth. We'll see which gear is damaged. Guys, this completely destroyed. Hold on, let me get the baffle thing out. It's all the teeth just sitting in there. Let me get that one out. Just absolutely sheared right off. Straight off, guys. Oh my goodness, that's so crazy. All the teeth stuck in the magnet. Yep, that'll do it. I don't know if you guys can see that real good, but try to get a better angle over here. Oh, that's so terrible. There we go. Jeez. So it's safe to say this stack is cooked. I'll have to pull it apart and get a couple gears for it. I don't know what all is bad. I don't know what all went through the trans. I stopped pretty early whenever it happened. It just felt like fuel cut though too. That's the craziest part about it. It didn't feel like anything else. It didn't feel like I, you know, rolled the teeth off like this. But yeah, that is some serious damage. Yeah, that is no bueno. And then more teeth stuck in there. I'll have to clean this thing out pretty good and mess with it a little more, but yeah, probably gonna go dog box with this. Don't really want to go through this again. It's really expensive already to do transmissions for K-Series. And I mean, even if you do hardened gears and stuff, they can only handle so much power. And I do plan to make as much power as I can, shooting for at least 750, if not slightly more. I do want to do the whole setup over, so different intercooler or whatnot. And I'm really not a fan of the inner front mount like this. I would like to have an intercooler pipe go from here where the supercharger is down there, so inlet side right there, and then come around and then go straight in there, instead of having it two that go route all the way over and down and whatnot, kind of like here and everything like that. But that's the plan for that. And then hopefully get a softer cam, because the cams that I have in it are really aggressive for this setup, and I would like to get a 2.3 or like a 3.2 drag cartel cam. It's not as aggressive as the stage 3 cams that are in there now. So that's kind of the vision for this. And then once it's completely done and everything's fine, I'll just leave it alone and leave it like that. But that's where we're at right now, guys. This thing is absolutely cooked. Fourth gear completely gone. That's what happened. I went to the fourth gear pull, demolished it. So I don't really want to pull it any more the ways apart, because I haven't ordered anything for it. There's not really any need to, and I've just been kind of busy with work and everything and transitioning from another job, from one job to another. So at some point, once I buy the gears for this, we'll swap them over. We'll do everything we need. All right, peeps. I ended up taking the car for a drive, ripping it around a little bit, but I didn't want to stay up too long because there have been a lot more cops lately in the area. So I'm just going to show you guys real quick the 3 wires that I hooked up. If you ever need to go from a CSS, which is on the 0506 transmission, to a VSS, which is on the 02 to 04 EP3, RSX, so on and so forth. So the 3 wires that you need to tap into, I used a power, a ground, and the I think it's 4.5 volt reference that is from the, oh no, I think I'm pushing coolant, which is not good. Yeah, that's no bueno. So that's a problem in and of itself that I need to figure out. Which I think, if I'm pushing coolant, then my head gasket went. Probably stretch that. Anyway, that's a problem for another day. I know that sounds kind of crazy to say, but so this right here is 2. If you can see, if I can zoom in, I'm trying to zoom in and get still good, decent quality. So there, VSS, and then black, yellow, black, and then blue. You want to tap in to the signal wire right here, the blue signal wire for the CSS, which usually is located down here. You want to find a power and a ground off the harness, and that is literally it. Cut the insulation back on a few of these wires, which if you're not really wanting to cut up your harness, then I would suggest you don't. But I've hit all of them. I didn't have to cut any more wires, with the exception of one, because there's 2 blue wires somewhere in the harness that look identical. They look exactly the same for the signal wire that is for the CSS. Give you operation to that, which obviously mine is working. You saw earlier in the clip that the Speedo was working. It didn't work before because I had to go into Hondata and change some things around, which was literally one button. But you wire it up, and then I bought a plug. There's a really good video if you watch VTech Academy where Brian talks about wiring this up. He explained to a T directly how to wire it up. He explained the build setup that he had. He had a K20 head, a 24 bottom end, and then a 5-speed transmission, which is like the same exact thing for mine. So I have a 20 head, a 24 bottom end. I'm pretty sure it's a 20 head, but 20 head, 24 bottom end, and then 5-speed EP3 transmission. So you'll tap into those wires, and then he has also in the link of his description the plug, which, if this will focus real quick, that plug right there, that goes directly on top of the speed sensor to order. It comes in like a little kit, and it has all the things you need. It has the correct plugs. Let me see if I have it out, which I might not, which this is not it, but yeah, this is like some stuff that I ordered, but here's the part number. So here's the part number. It is HW 3S-1 Sumimoto HW sealed series from Corsa Technic. You can, if you just go to Brian's video, find it in the link in the description. I'll link the website also, and I'll link the direct thing to it. I'll have to pull it up and everything like that. But that's all you need to do if you're going from CSS to VSS, which is super simple, super easy, and that's really it. Yeah, other than that, guys, I think my head might be lifted. I'm pushing coolant, which is fantastic. That's coolant, obviously, if you can see, like here. That's just another problem that I'm gonna have to face now, which is great. So that is what it is. I'll have to at some point fix it or whatever. This video is kind of all over the place, and I apologize for it. It's kind of weird intro. It's a little bit of that car. It's a little bit of transmission. But until then, guys, I will see you guys next time, and hopefully stay tuned if you want to see some more of this content. I'm really going to push for hopefully this summer to get the biggest supercharger I can. I was thinking about doing a twin charged build with my extra turbo manifold here and turbo. I'll probably get another turbo, but I've been really thinking about it. Should I go twin charge first, or should I go bigger supercharger first? So biggest you can get, which is the C38 112R for this car. If I should go that route, or if I should twin charge it first, and I'll just keep you guys posted from there on out. So we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.